Hey guys, Kalle Beck here from StartingStrongman.com. Going to be doing a little overhead pressing today. Have a goal this year to finally hit a 300-pound log. So, guess we'll call this a road to a 300-pound log. Here's one of the simple warm-ups. You know, I always do band pull-aparts and a lot of band stuff. You can get these at amazon.com/shop/startingstrongman. And I see people do band pull aparts, but they do them wrong. They just pull apart on it without any real thought. And I'm going to show you two different ways. I do pretty much the same exercise for pretty different results. The first one is a band pull apart. So, you know, you can choke up, you know, whatever length on the band, you know, to make it harder or easier. So I'm just gonna put a little out just to make it clear. And on this, I'm focusing on pulling through my back, my traps, and less the shoulders. So what I do is I start with my shoulders kind of forward instead of back and scapula retracted. So I start with your shoulders forward, straight elbows, and when you pull like you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your traps together. You're just pulling your whole back like this to initiate the pull apart. So here, and then tight tension on the band. Nice and slow, release, let everything come forward again. Pulling through the trap. Squeezing together right here. You're trying to pull the band. Band apart by squeezing here. So. From the front, you'll see my whole body kind of shifts back. So those are pretty brutal. The second type of band pull apart I do, I'm focusing on the rear delt. So on this, keep scapula retracted, shoulders back, arms slightly bent. Seems to work better for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the band, and these are a lot harder. I do them for higher reps. So you're going to want to not use as much tension on the band because using a smaller muscle group. So tight, slightly bent elbows, and just focus on pulling through your rear delt. Just keeping tension there. Just like it's a shorter range of motion, just here. And I'll do those for sets of 20 to 30, even 50, because a nice burn in the rear delt wakes them up. Do a couple other stuff, things like that, and we get ready to press. Today I'm using a Titan multi-grip bar. I really like using the parallel grip bar for log as another assistance exercise for log press. I do my strict pressing for it when I'm doing for volume because it's kind of like a deficit log press, and this also has the handles, I believe, are 20 inches or so apart, or 22, and a normal log is 24, so it's kind of like the same way you train close grip bench. You know, for bench, this is like a close grip deficit log press. You have more range of motion, and it carries over really well to log press. today I'm going to be using my SBD elbow sleeves. This is the inside of them. Super well constructed. You can see the stitching on them. It's just superb. I've had these for over 2 years. This is a 2-year SBD elbow sleeve review. What I do like about them is they're thicker on the outside and thinner on the inside. I don't know if you can tell the difference there. See, this is after 2 years. There's some slight creases in it, but I mean over 2 years and some hard use. There's not a single stitch out of them. And why I like that, you know, they're even discolored, because I leave them out in the sun. I leave them outside. I forget about them. I don't take care of my stuff. What I do like about them being, you know, having the thicker neoprene, I think, you know, and then the thinner neoprene here, they're super comfortable. They slip right on. They're nice and long, cover a good portion of the arm, and they're comfortable and they have tons of mobility. I'm not bound up using these at all. They're the most comfortable elbow sleeves I've found, especially with strongman where we're pressing random things, logs, we're cleaning things, not just benching. The downside is I don't think they give much pop at all. They give good warmth. They're super well constructed. I don't think they give much, if any, assistance. So, like I said, there's positives and negatives to every kind of elbow sleeve. So if you want something just to keep good joint warmth, that's not going to limit your mobility on any sort of pressing exercises, they, you know, and they're super comfortable and just giving that protection and warmth, SBD is a great choice, and you know it's going to last. They're elbow sleeves. And if you're looking for something that's going to add 10 pounds to your press, or you know you're benching a bunch of weight and you want to bench even more weight and you want those sleeves to help you break past a plateau, these are not the sleeves. But that's why I use these when I'm just going for overall volume, doing a tons of sets, tons of reps, you know, like, you know, higher volume, 4 sets of 8, 4 sets of 10, like I'm doing today. This is what I use when I'm going up to my heavier stuff. I'm going towards that PR. I put on something a little thicker. So you can get SBD elbow sleeves at store.startingstrongman.com, and there's a link in the description. Or if you have any other questions about what gear to get, always drop a comment or email me at kalebeck@startingstrongman. A little tip, when any sort of pressing, especially if I'm doing, this goes for log or the, you know, neutral grip bar, or any pressing really, I grab a bar and pull your scapula back, lock in your lats, just get super tight, give yourself a good base to press off of. Don't just be all loose, shoulders forward. So here, tight, I pull myself under the bar. see here, I have my Titan T3 short yoke, using that to press out of. And I'm at pretty much the last notch. I'm 5'7", super comfortable, super stable to press out of. You can put more weights on the pegs down there if you needed to, but if you're much taller than me, it's probably not your best bet. You're better off getting a taller yoke like the Titan T3 tall yoke. 4 sets of 10 so far, 115 pounds, not a ton of weight, being conservative starting out. You can always do more next week if I remember to train next week. 5th set, gonna do max reps, see how it goes. I think that was 20. Might have counted wrong, which is possible. Could have been 17, could have been 23. Whoever knows. I'm sure you guys won't count either.